So I'm gonna take a chance and say that, you know, I don't really know much about the Mexican government, but I'm gonna take a chance and say that the government, any government, usually has to start wars to go overseas to conquer certain resources in order to pay their soldiers. But if you're in some place like Mexico, where they have lots of cocaine, or like South America, you can actually become a drug warlord, and you can actually use the money from your drugs to fund the military. You can pay the military more than the country's government pays the military, and they'll actively work for you. They'll be like, you know what? I used to work for the Mexican government, but they won't pay me enough. Now I get paid to manage an armed convoy or an armed, you know what I'm saying, envoy of drugs from South America to Mexico and abroad, probably all the way up to like Alaska. And when we get enough drug money popping off, we're gonna recreate the Bering Strait. We're gonna ship that shit all the way to goddamn Russia out this bitch. And I feel like this though, we can do this shit. If it ain't no snow over the Bering Strait, we'll sprinkle cocaine over that motherfucker. It'll be enough snow from the cocaine. We can cross over that shit, and we can give Putin that shit for gas. We can trade cocaine for gas for Putin, yo. Putin like, yo, what do your hive to make me want to give you gas? Sprinkle cocaine all over your little snow and shit. Let's keep your shit from thawing out. All over that shit, sprinkle that shit. It should be sprinkled all, just sprinkle that, just be sprinkling that shit. Like E40, let's sprinkle that shit. Like sprinkle my baby. Let's sprinkle that shit all the place. You know what I'm saying? Just sprinkle that shit, yo. Just sprinkle that shit.